Hello, hello. This is part 13.
Yes.
Why'd you make that face? You threw me off. Anyway, so in our last video, the game actually did crash during the loading screen. So we figured we would just move on to the main missions.
Yeah, because that's what's actually important in the game, I guess. We've learned so far. Alright, so let's get on with it.
Zach, let's go over our progress. We've got a complicated case on our hands this time, especially as far as the Clarksons' relationships go. But in a way, it's also a simple one. Understanding them on a deeper level is the most efficient way to uncover the truth behind all this. That's the one thing I'm sure of.
So are we going to profile? Yep. Okay.
Zach, let's start with the people who were closest to the victim. Lise Clarkson, the victim, is the granddaughter of the current head of the Clarkson family. Her mother
I thought
is
he was
Galena,
giving up on the
an
case.
ex-actress who
Not anymore.
clearly inherited her beauty. Except for her eyes, that is. Lisa's eye color matches that of her father's.
Danny, yeah.
Now, do you remember who Lise Clarkson's father is?
Yep.
That's right.
Melvin Woods.
Lisa's father is Danny Clarkson. His real name is Daniel E. Clarkson. He's from Florida and used to be the CEO of a talent agency.
Talent agency.
Danny struck the heart of Galena and successfully became a member of the esteemed Clarkson family. Despite being the son-in-law, he acts like he was born a Clarkson.
Very
But
proud.
he's still just the son-in-law.
Yep.
Next comes what happened to Lise. According to Alexis, Lise said that the man was as tall as an oak tree. I believe that's the same 10-foot tall giant who made the fingerprints we found in the cold storage warehouse.
Yes, Bigfoot.
Now, what did this man do
Sasquatch.
to Lise prior to her murder?
Stalked her, probably. Right?
Police.
Yes, that's it, Zach.
Yeah.
Stole her chocolate sundae. Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Followed Lise around and watched
I mean, Avery probably did.
Uh-huh.
his towering
Right?
stature.
So that's who we're
He must have
talking
been
about?
rather shy.
Yeah,
Or not, apparently.
possibly.
He was merely biding his
I
time.
mean, he is the one that fits the description, yes.
If that's the case, there should have been some evidence left at the scene of the crime. Zach, we're still missing some puzzle pieces. Speaking of the scene of the crime, I did some profiling in the plantation's control room. The truth it revealed to us was nauseating and horrific. But we need to touch upon it if we wish to proceed. Isn't that
Okay.
right, Zach? Who actually murdered Lise Clarkson?
Yep.
David.
It's Carpenter, though.
Yes, that's right. Lisa's own mother killed her. While she was dreaming about some bizarre new world.
Oh, she was in
This
it.
is by far the vilest and ugliest crime we've ever seen.
Yep,
The
butcher
fact
her
that
up.
Galena set up her daughter's body at an altar makes this case even more complicated. Remember, not a single sacrificial human murder has ever been proven and documented in all of American history. The real world is far more complex than what we see in films and video games, and sacrificing a human life for something else is no easy task.
Yep.
In conclusion, Zach, through our investigation, we found one character who sticks out more than anyone else.
Speaking of sacrifices, it reminds me of the Evil Dead, remember? That girl in the beginning that was pinned to a tree and just torched on fire. Fantastic. Great movie.
You know exactly who I'm thinking about, don't you? We'll need to have a word with her in the near future. Who's the stylish woman we saw
Who's
during the
PJ
profile?
Clarkson?
One of the... Oh, well, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if my memory's shot or not. Professor R.
Professor R.
Uh-huh.
We haven't met her yet, but she's deeply intertwined with this case.
Yeah, we still have to bump into
Let's
her.
wait for the skeletal gentleman to guide us to her with an oracle. Well, Zach, what do you think? Isn't the people here are just as warm as the weather, and the food is to die for. Might be nice to move down here after I retire.
Yeah, right.
Still too early to talk about that? You may be right. After all, this case has only just begun.
Evidence organized. Very good.
Okay, now what?
And now we figure out what we're doing. After this beautiful loading screen. Hope it doesn't crash again. Ooh, nice.
Alligator.
Them
Linda
gators.
can't be the killer. They're making all this shit up.
All this shit.
Who's this?
I'm gonna toss some of that in there. Yep. That alligator. Loving it. Well, ain't he a beauty?
If what you say
PJ,
is true,
there
There
it
you
is.
go, yeah.
how do you plan to prove it?
With the dragonfly on the eye patch.
It's nearly been a century since the Clarksons first took control of Lucaria.
I think that's the father.
Galena?
Yeah.
Galena's father.
Yeah. Has to be. I mean, who else?
I always thought my legacy would live on for 2. No, 300 at least.
I'm gonna find the real killer and beat the living dog shit out of him.
That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna beat the dog shit out of him.
Yet it looks to me like times have changed. We ain't in the good old days no more. You understand me, boy.
Yes, sir. I'm right there with you, Paul. I'm gonna continue what you started, sir, and make the Clarkson family strong.
Why is he doing that?
First, I need to find whoever really killed Lise and bash their fucking brains in.
I saw this coming. Ever since the day Lenny left home, the town of Carré has been cursed. We can't stop what's happening now. It's too late. It's beyond me. No. It's beyond the minds of anyone who comes from the olden days. You understand me now, boy?
Yes, sir. Believe me, I do. I'll kill him. Just leave everything to me, Paul.
Reminds me of that God of War situation.
Are you serious about this?
Yes, sir. Right hand of God. Look right in my eyes.
I'm
I
just
ain't
waiting
lying.
for him to smack the
I'm serious.
fuck
Shit
out of
out
him.
The dog shit out of him.
Truth. We need retribution right now. That's the job I've been given, and I intend to do it.
Well then, let me ask you one more time. Are you serious about this?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm a Clarkson, and all Clarksons have a job to do. Isn't that what we always say?
Mm-hmm. Then I'll need an arm.
Literally an arm.
What?
Well now,
And just throws him in with
Use my
alligators.
I'm gonna need to know whether or not you're really
Oh, is
serious.
the gator gonna take his arm right now? Imagine that shit.
What for, though?
Just one arm.
Sacrifice.
Slide it on through that wire there. and it'll
Slide it
take
on
care of
through.
it
Look at him
for
go.
you.
Take care of it for you. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Look at that.
I mean, you're joking, right?
Do I look like I'm joking?
Daniel, have I ever told you a single joke?
No, but
I like my hand.
You want to become a real Clarkson.
Oh, there goes his
Got
boy goes.
yourself a job.
Just in case, you know. Oh, he wasn't asking.
wait, Paul. I get it now. You want me to stick it in and then pull it out
Yeah.
at the last minute, right?
No,
You want to see if I got guts or not, but there's gonna be another way.
you ain't got no guts, boy. Oh shit.
You can't be serious, sir. Hey, knock it off, you assholes! Let me go! He's just joking with me.
Nope.
Let me
No,
go,
he's not.
goddammit!
I kind of want to see this.
Oh, please,
Stranger.
sir, don't do this! Just tell me
Damn,
this is a
wondering
joke,
how much they're gonna
please!
show.
That's right. Well, they'll probably show it. Let's watch. Damn, bro. Pretty intense. I'm gonna show him with a missing arm. Okay.
Yeah, they really,
Oh, fuck, dude. Is it? Did he faint? What happened?
I am a Clarkson. And no matter how our fortune falls, all Clarksons have a job to do.
Okay. Peanut butter jelly Clarkson. Let's
That be
go.
the law of this land.
Ooh, the jazz club. You know, saxophone playing.
What
Whoa,
does that girl
what's
even
that
do?
Dude? It's that dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
that
is like normal.
upright bass. I guess they, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, she's like, she's like finger popping that bass. Look at that.
Look at them boots too.
Very good. Yo, dude. See that tattoo she got?
Sick band, yo.
I'm loving it.
Like, I'm confused. Like, why include that?
Why not?
Is that what does that have to do?
It's
Like,
just
I
foreshadowing, dude.
think so far.
No, it's foreshadowing.
Episode? Are you kidding me? That was one episode.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Super! Let me see. Is that super or does that mean suck? I can't tell. Yeah, fuck. Oh, so. See that? Survival bonus. Pedestrian damage 1. Breach of contract. What did I breach twice? I'm confused. I don't think I can see. Whatever. Capitanos, Pulcineas.
Squirrels.
Red shadows,
4.
Squirrels 4. Oh, yeah, I just punched the shit out of them. Alright. Return to York's room and review the case. Overwrite this data. Yeah, fuck it. There you go.
So, do you have any idea how many chapters are gonna be in this game?
No. I haven't really done much research since we're just playing it. Oh, look at that. It's Zach. I can't turn around with him though.
I'll be with you soon.
In his little trench coat.
I'm not
Do we get to
sad.
play with him?
Honestly, I can't wait. It's all I think about lately.
But he has longer hair here.
I think. What do you mean he's old?
Together
It's
again.
probably the future.
Right
Get
now?
to discuss movies,
Movies and food.
food again.
No, maybe this is like in his head.
Bad taste.
Or maybe it is in the
They
future.
don't understand things.
This is cool.
that we do. It's a shitty world filled with shitty people.
I love the music that's backing this up. It's great.
There are movie theaters and restaurants over there, right?
Very
As
lullaby-ish.
soon as I get there, let's go grab some peanut butter hamburgers and yogurt and smoothies. I'm so excited.
Peanut butter hamburgers. Should go for one.
Yep. See. He's old.
Is he crying?
Please.
Holy fuck. It's a fairy godmother.
Need to wait a bit longer.
You
I
just
still
need
have
to wait a little
Longer.
longer.
First movie. I mean game.
I'd
Sorry.
never be able to face you. Just give me a little more time, okay?
What if like those two angels are like their archetypes? Like it's literally them.
I think that they are.
Yeah, those are like the art. It's like the angel brother archetype, and that's
Oh,
like
look,
what they're based
present day.
on. Yeah. Kind of like maybe Cain and Abel. Who knows? All right, back here again.
So, Lisa's mother, Galena Clarkson, confessed to murdering Lise.
Yes, she did.
But then immediately afterwards, she went insane. So you had no choice but to detain her. What a terribly convenient story. You were the first person to find the suspect hiding at a farm on the edge of town. And you even got her to confess to the crime, right then and there. Did anyone else get a chance to hear Galena's confession?
Only us.
How did you even find that shack in the first place?
Metaphysical offender profiling.
Meta what? Should I know this word?
Are you an FBI agent? Dude, how would you...
The term appears 6 times in the Carré report and 14 times in the 2010 Greenvale report. As long as you're solving cases, the people in charge don't really care what sort of words you use. But we're different. You utilized a highly abnormal method to instantly hone in on a suspect. Then you did it again and again. And every time you used it, one term kept appearing in your files. Metaphysical offender profiling. Mr. Morgan, would you mind explaining to us what this term means?
But no matter what words we used, you'd never be able to understand. You see, it doesn't pertain to this side. Come, my fairy. Stop
Oh, my
hiding
fairy.
back there and give them the explanation they so desire. What? You too shy?
Too shy. Too shabby. Pretty
Mr.
furry.
Morgan? Mr. Morgan!
Come on out. Don't be afraid. You can do it.
Is that all you have to say? Don't underestimate me, Morgan. I know you and the Clarksons share a deeper connection. Much deeper than how it appears on the surface. I need to shake him with something else that's directly connected to the Clarksons. I'm gonna jog his memory by force.
Alright.
Okay, there's only 2 things here, so...
Mr. Morgan, I
Yeah.
noticed that several parts of this report have been redacted. For example, here. One individual's name has been erased from the key figure list. Would you mind telling me why?
Someone in charge must have thought it was unimportant. Or maybe even inappropriate.
Why would they think that?
How should we know? We've never understood what those people do.
Well, I took the liberty of trying to restore what was taken out. Normal ink was used to blot it out, so I was able to recover part of it. Here's what it says. Sapling salesman. All the other redacted parts seem to be connected to this person. But I can't think of a single reason why this individual would need to be removed from the report. Why is he so untouchable?
Oh, him. He's nothing. We were barking up the wrong tree.
What was he
Meaning?
talking about?
I was thinking
Can't
maybe
include someone who
the first
doesn't
game, but
exist in an official
Uh-huh.
report.
the...
Can we?
With the sheriff?
No, the...
But that
Doesn't
this
exist.
first game comes after
No,
this.
the
You mean
fat
he had
dude.
nothing to do with the case?
What fat dude?
Fat dude that sold saplings. And no, it doesn't come after this. It comes before this, but after the other
Oh.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could say that.
Mr. Morgan, according to you, at the beginning of this case, the victim's body was being stored in the warehouse on purpose. Is that the truth? They really put her body there alongside food and other perishables?
It's in the report.
No. The report only says it was stored using the most effective and shockingly inhuman method possible.
If you can
Inhuman.
think of a better phrase, we're all ears.
The report isn't wrong, you know. In fact, that might actually be the most accurate way of describing it. It's precise, and it's also kind of...
What's so inhumane about taking a bunch of chopped up limbs and putting it in a freezer? That's what we do to animals, huh?
Wow, Simon. We never...
right?
You two think this is a joke?
Oh yeah.
Lise
Not really.
Clarkson's body was discovered in that cold storage warehouse after 14 long years. If you'd only done a proper investigation, we probably would have found her much sooner. That poor girl.
We still regret the fact that we never got to meet her. We're sorry. From the bottoms of our hearts.
I only hope it didn't happen that way by design.
Will you comfort me? Thank you, my fairy.
She's always with him. Zach's with York, the fairy's with Zach.
Those letters look very old. The postmark suggests they were sent out from Louisiana. And I
Yeah, it's a
suspect
dragonfly
that dragonfly
symbol.
mark belongs to the Clarkson
Very
family.
classic. Envelope sealer.
So what if it does?
A stalker has been harassing Patricia Clarkson for several years now.
Patricia?
Did you know about this?
Patty?
Patricia, yeah.
Constant silent phone calls.
You think she was a
unmarked.
Clarkson?
She also spotted a suspicious figure lurking near her mansion.
And her
several
mom was like
times.
suspiciously missing.
Oh,
Or
her mom
sick
was like
or something.
sick. Yeah,
And
yeah,
just last
exactly.
week, her employees spotted a strange figure lurking in the vicinity. The day someone else coincidentally used your alias and traveled to Louisiana.
That's very intriguing. Aligned symbolism.
Lise Clarkson also reported being harassed by a stalker just before she was murdered. You're aware of this, correct? Because I didn't find any mention of this in
Damn,
your
imagine
report.
Patty gets
No direct connection to the
gets
case.
the
That's
shit end of the
what
stick.
we must have thought.
The visionary lies to himself, the
Lying
liar
to
only
others,
to
uh-huh.
others.
Very good.
Which are you?
That's enough for now. This all has nothing to do with the case. Besides, there's no evidence that proves those letters are from her. Isn't that right, my fairy?
Damn, he's still going for it.
I knew it wouldn't go that easily.
Alright, so you gotta
Maybe
go
I
for the
should try
picture now.
asking my
Lise
questions in a
Clarkson.
different way. I could use Agent Jones here.
Nervous Simon.
Target.
Agent Jones. Are you paying attention? Or do you intend
Nope.
to waste Mr. Morgan's precious time?
No. Sorry. I'm just a little
Look at
tired.
that tripod setup they got going.
Take your hand out of your
FBI
pocket. Didn't they
interrogation.
teach you any manners at Quantico?
Oh,
Quantico.
guess they slipped my mind. My bad. I'm not used to this sort of thing. Data analysis is my specialty, you know. I'm sure I'd be able to calm down a
Of
bit
course you want
if
some
I had
pizza.
some pizza, though.
Fuck.
Wouldn't we all want some pizza?
The FBI needs to do something about their lack of personnel. I'll have to ask the questions myself. But how should I start? Maybe I should look back over the files and...
Oh, okay. I'll just stick with the files.
That
After you
window
arrested
seems
Galena
important.
Clarkson, you had a run-in with the Clarksons. At least that's what it says in the report. What exactly happened there?
Just a simple run-in, that's all. Nothing but a single phenomenon. Chasing hollow instances like that won't lead you closer to the truth. Truth doesn't work like that.
A hollow phenomenon, which resulted in a mountain of corpses.
We think we finally understand what you're trying to say. But don't be so voracious. How about another cup of coffee? We've still got a long way to go, you know.
Yeah. We're gonna go back? Back to York?
Yes.
No, not
It's
yet.
coarsely ground, so there should only be 4 teaspoons per cup. No more, no less. Next, the coffee travels from the funnel to the siphon. Simon, normally you only do surveillance in order to gather data, correct? Hiding microphones and cameras, sifting through garbage, wiretapping, shadowing, tracing credit card histories. You'll do whatever it takes to gather data in order to prevent crimes. That's how the FBI works.
Well, yeah, you're right. No reason in hiding it now, I guess. Why do you ask?
Our Southern Belle has adopted a very peculiar MO.
An MO.
It's almost like she has a special power, just like us. You've been watching us this entire time, haven't you, Belle? From that window.
I don't need to answer that question.
You came here on New Year's Eve, then spent 49 hours watching us.
Ooh,
until you
interesting.
returned to your
Very
hotel room
creepy.
last night.
Stalkerish, I might say.
You
That's what you
observed
gotta
us
do.
the entire time without sleep or rest, and you only ate once. Some pizza.
Delivered by Simon. Very good.
Aside from that, you never drank any water or relieved yourself. You simply sat there and continued to watch us. You have visions.
Visions. Very
Don't
good.
you? You came here solely to hear us talk, didn't you? But then, why bother watching? You didn't come to talk with us. You came because you wanted to see this apartment with your own eyes, and because you're already convinced of some. Isn't that right? He who fights with monsters should see to it that he himself does not become a monster. And if you gaze long into an abyss, the abyss also
Friedrich
gazes into
Nietzsche.
you.
But
Oh, coffee.
Both fantastic quotes.
Thank you, my fairy. If you hadn't been paying attention, this coffee would have all gone to waste. The pus in our brains. It really
Pus
has
in
a
our
way of
brains.
interfering with our lives.
This is friggin' delicious. I thought I was gonna shit myself for a second.
Very good. That's how I feel half the time
Come
drinking
on,
some good
Elliot,
coffee, huh?
Take a sip. Trust me.
Thought I was gonna shit
I'm not
myself.
exaggerating here.
Yeah, that wasn't a joke.
Excuse her, she was joking.
it's better than any coffee I've ever tasted.
Of course it is. Coffee is
right,
a
it
sacred
wasn't.
drink. Coffee
And it is a
saved
sacred drink.
us.
I agree.
If not for its oracle, we would be on the other side right now. So I never forget to pay,
To
my,
pay my
respects,
respects to coffee.
Sounds a lot like you.
especially
Correction, us.
critical moments.
We both drink a shit ton of coffee, and we got like the freshest of the fresh. But anyway,
Big black cumulonimbus clouds are in the sky.
cumulonimbus.
Thunder snow is coming.
Thunder snow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's see the window. The lightning, rat man.
Do you hear that thunder? It's probably gonna snow soon.
We're in Massachusetts. That's the norm for this time of year.
Well, I'm not used to the
What,
cold.
Boston, I think, right?
If
Is that where
possible,
they
I'd
are?
like to finish
Or
this
just
up before we get
Massachusetts?
stuck
Who
in a
knows?
snowstorm. Agent Jones, after we're done here, Agent Jones, is something the matter? Snap out of it.
What the fuck?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I know.
Do you? Then stop daydreaming.
Man, what is wrong with him?
Okay.
Shit.
You just
Oh,
what?
Simon?
Yeah.
I
He
he
gotta
just-
shit his pants not
Yeah.
too long ago.
My stomach's been letting some thunder.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
you're
He's
right.
literally been shitting his pants.
Okay.
That
It's so
coffee-
good.
Damn, he probably just poisoned them.
The coffee was so good, I just...
We don't have all day here.
Yeah. Very good.
The coffee was just so good,
A
it
massive tsunami.
summoned forth a massive tsunami from within me.
Excuse me? What is wrong with... Now is really not the time for this.
Can you imagine he threw some like mushrooms in
Door
that
at the end of
bitch?
the hallway.
Simon's tripping.
Thanks, pal.
Nah, he's gonna go to the bathroom.
You can make it. We can do this. It's
Uh,
not very far.
Coffee's so good, I shit myself.
We
Ooh,
promise you,
one-on-one.
we did not put laxatives in the coffee. Coffee is a sacred drink, remember?
Yeah, you would never do anything sacrilegious to it.
Motherfucker.
Yo, why is she cursing him out like that? Fuck.
Dark laughter.
Very good.
There's no doubt that the report omitted information linking Morgan to the
Okay.
Clarksons. I need to get him to confess. Oh, yeah.
She's still
That
expecting him to
reminds me, there's a
confess.
secret
I don't
weapon
believe
in
it.
Agent
I don't
Jones'
believe they
briefcase.
did anything wrong. But who knows? There's probably a larger painting behind all this.
Have you ever
Chain
seen
of
this
custody.
before? And please, don't say no.
Sang Rouge. The drug we once chased. What about it?
Sang Rouge is still circulating. It's changed shape and its composition is slightly different now.
Ooh, Saint Rouge,
But only in a
still
very
around.
limited
Oh, that
part of
good, good.
Louisiana.
Yeah, that good shit. Whatever it may be.
You aren't surprised? Did you?
Copies of another
That's
drug
nice.
being circulated isn't exactly a rare
That's what happens
case.
every day.
But Sang Rouge is special. The inimitable Enigma powder.
The origin.
It has many names, and no one was ever able to copy it. We've also been trying to figure out what it's
Was
made
it
from
like some
ever since it
ayahuasca
appeared.
shit, dude?
But it's impossible to analyze. After all, it appears to be made
Must be
from
made
common,
from common
ingredients that can be
be-
found
okay.
anywhere. But if you try to use those ingredients, all you'll end up with is a mundane
Uh-huh.
hallucinogen like DMT. If you're lucky. No. Sang Rouge requires a special recipe.
Saplings.
The original recipe, which someone's been guarding this entire time. Someone who survived the incident
Someone
in Le
survived.
Carré.
Okay. Zach's indulgence.
Mr.
You
Morgan,
know, marijuana.
I heard that you were always a smoker. Did you ever wonder if that was the reason you contracted your illness?
What does that have to do with this case?
Nothing. I'm just personally curious about it.
Sometimes, people die in car accidents, regardless of how well they take care of their health. Other times, they slip on their bathroom floor.
Their heads open.
That's the mentality
Yeah,
there.
that's right.
I'm
Let's
not
look for
concerned with
justifications.
I'm just curious about you. Right here,
We switched over from nicotine to this. It's less addictive.
Yeah.
It's one step in the right direction.
perhaps. If we're talking about withdrawal symptoms or physical dependency, but it still seems like you're smoking too much at once. Honestly, it looks to me like you have a mental dependence.
Maybe. But so what if we do?
Surely you know about gateway drugs, yes? When a person
Yeah, you're
starts
gonna
to
teach
use
like
one
a
drug,
fucking
it
50-year-old
becomes
dude
much
about
easier
gateway
for them
drugs.
to branch out and try other drugs
I mean, why
as
not?
well.
Maybe you gotta
The
hear
first
it
drug
once in a
acts
while.
as the gateway that leads them to stronger substances.
Oh. Are you trying to say that's going to happen to us?
No. I'm simply saying there's a possibility.
Ex-FBI agent at that.
Old messy letters or something else.
Yeah, I guess you're gonna have to go for it.
Immediately after they found Lisa's body, I went to go see Patricia. In order to interrogate her, of course.
So you told us.
But I was unable to meet with her.
She refused to speak with you, didn't she? That's so like her.
It's definitely Patty.
No. She didn't get the chance
Yeah?
to. You see, she's gone
Oh
missing.
shit, yeah.
What?
To put it more accurately, no one's seen her since the afternoon of the 28th. According to her employees,
Isn't
shut
she, like,
herself
supposed
up
to be
in her
gro-
room
she
for
went missing
several months
recently?
before she disappeared.
Wait, what?
According to this case, she went missing
Since
recently?
That sort of thing happened
Yeah,
often,
yeah,
Yeah?
they
Oh, so
didn't
she must
think
be old
anything
now.
of it.
Yeah, of course.
On the
Like
morning of
grown.
New Year's
Probably in her
Eve, they noticed
30s,
her
yeah,
window
late
was
20s.
open, and when
Maybe.
they went
14
up to
years.
check on her, she was gone. But no one knows how long her window had been open for. This is just my hypothesis, but on December 28th, a strange man visited Le Carré and was spotted near her mansion. That man must have found some way to lure Patricia into his car, the '89 Cadillac that he
An
bought
89
used.
Cadillac.
Then, the two of them drove north
Where
to
they-
Trenton, where they
okay.
boarded a train to Boston. They would have arrived here around midnight on the 29th, or perhaps early morning on the 30th.
Okay.
I believe this man is the same Billy Bishop whose name
Billy
was
Bishop.
previously recorded by the airline. So, what do you think of my guess? I'd love to hear your opinion as a former FBI special agent.
Now we get it. We aren't persons of interest. We're the suspects. But what about our alibi?
What alibi? I've had enough of your bullshit. You expect me to believe you haven't taken a single step out of this room? That Agent Jones is your witness? Surveillance cameras can easily be tampered with, especially by someone like you, who knows all about how the FBI works. You're possessed by death. Go and take a look at your own face in the mirror. You look like the Grim Reaper. After you visited both Carré and Greenvale, you left a mountain of corpses in your wake. You can make all the excuses you want. I'm immune to them. Right here, right now, I want to know everything. You tell me the truth.
Yes! You're good, Belle. Damn good. You're brimming with potential. Don't you think she's the perfect partner for our last dance? What do you say, my fairy? Don't you agree?
Very
She's
interesting.
Good. So good. What do you want to know? We've got nothing to hide. Go on. Question us. This is how
Damn, he
it's
does
got to
look
be.
pretty fucking
Doesn't
dead,
this
dude.
remind you of something? You know what I mean, my
Can you
fairy.
imagine they are fucking responsible? Some crazy shit. Seems like it at this point.
Oh, it's changed color. Right?
Yeah. 2005, and we are back to Le Carré. In the prison.
Sheriff's
The
office.
sheriff's office. Oh shit, it's
Son of a-
Galena. She dismembered
How did this happen in my town?
in your town. You mean, how did this happen in your jail cell, dude? The fuck?
The head and limbs were severed and lined up, according to the lines that were drawn with her blood. Just
Damn,
like
dude, it's
migratory
pretty intense.
birds flying systematically across the sky.
Just like migratory birds. This guy's great.
Hey, Zach, what do you think this means?
They're severed roots.
Severed roots.
Severed roots?
Patties in
This is the way
in
the
house.
Clarksons kill someone when they want to cut him off
You
from
wanna
the
cut 'em off
family.
From the family. Uh-huh.
And how do you know
Sheesh.
about this?
It's a good question, yeah.
Everyone in town knows about it. They're just too scared to talk.
What does the V stand for, then?
Beats me. What, you think I know everything now?
Vilitatio. It means quarrel in Latin. That's what the V stands for.
Coral. Okay.
Latin. Intriguing, isn't it, Zach? There are no defense wounds on the corpse. In other words, Galena showed no signs of resistance when she was amputated. But, strangely enough, there are
probably
small
not,
traces of subcutaneous bleeding around the wounded areas. That's a vital reaction, which means she couldn't have been dead.
You mean...
Yes, that's right, Patty. Galena was
While she was
amputated
still
while she
alive.
was
Same
still
old
alive,
Trick.
and she never resisted.
Is that even possible?
It certainly isn't impossible. For example, if she was put to sleep with a drug, or if she desired the amputation herself.
Yeah,
would she ever
that Professor
try
R
that?
definitely has to do some shit with this.
Mr. York.
Definitely.
I'm sorry, but there ain't no way that could have happened.
We have
How can
still
you be
yet
sure of
to
that,
meet
Melvin?
her.
Our world contains phenomena that could never be explained with logic. This is especially true for phenomena in which humans are involved. Do you really think all the facets of love and hate can be explained with logic?
Well, no, I don't reckon I do. Yeah, might be too early to rule out those possibilities, just like you say.
Zach, now we truly know just how deeply the Clarksons are involved with this. Patty, how long does it take to reach the Clarkson estate?
Just a short drive. You just gotta head west along the Mississippi.
Head
You can't
west
miss
along
it.
the Mississippi. Okay.
Got it. Thank you,
I think
Patty.
it's like on a separate property.
Yeah.
By the
I
way,
think I
Melvin,
remember seeing it.
no matter how accelerated Patty may be, don't you think she's still a bit too young to see something like this? For the record, I have no intent to instruct others on how to raise their children, but
Holy moly, you're right. Patricia, CLG. Come on, sweetie. Kids shouldn't have to see stuff like this.
Daddy, it's too late now.
She's got a point. She has a point.
Yeah, so this is kind of where it's actually starting to get a little interesting.
All right. Yeah, I guess this is good for chapter 2, and we will see you in the next one.